Dear students, in magnetism and matter chapter, today we are having a last topic because of the deleted portion. Okay, from this chapter mostly 3 to 4 concepts are deleted. Because of that, with the fourth video only we are going to completing this chapter. Right, what is the next topic is means magnetization and magnetic intensity. In previous class we have discussed about Earth's magnetism. Right, in while studying about the Earth magnetism, we have known one of the thing that is nothing but Earth is contains the number of elements and compounds within in it. Is it? That means within in it the number of elements and compounds are available. Right. Other than those, still some alloys and compounds also. Okay, we can synthesis from those elements. Here, to understand the magnetic properties of those elements, compounds, and alloys. Alloy, A-L-L-O-I, alloy. Okay, here we need to discuss the concept which is nothing but magnetization and magnetic intensity. About this, we have to study. In which very first one is nothing but magnetization. First, we have to study magnetization here. Means just look at here. Yes, just a minute. Right. First we will have the definition of the magnetization. Now before going to definition, we just see, suppose if there is a element, one of the element is there, this element is composed with some number of atoms 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 and so on. A large number of atoms are available in a sample or in a material or in a compound like this. If you take one atom, now this is one single atom I am taking, right? Now this is a single atom. Atom is consist of a positively charged core, that is Ze, around which negatively charged electrons are revolving. Right, this negatively charged electron is having the magnetic dipole moment. That means the moving electron is having the magnetic dipole moment. That magnetic dipole moment, comma, small m is equal to, here we can write E divided by 2me into L, we can write magnetic dipole moment. Mu is equal to E by 2m into L. Now this is the magnetic dipole moment, but for simple purpose we can take m itself. For this electron, the electron which is revolving around the nucleus of an atom, due to which motion it is having the magnetic moment. That magnetic moment is nothing but m. Now like this, here in this orbit, another one electron is revolving. In this orbit, another electron is revolving. Like this, in an atom, how many number of electrons are there? Some number of electrons will be there. 1, 10, 5, 15, like this. Right. Now, what is the net magnetic dipole means? Net magnetic dipole moment is nothing but m bar is equal to, we can write magnetic dipole moment due to the first electron, magnetic dipole moment due to the second electron, magnetic dipole moment due to the third electron, and magnetic dipole moment due to the, and so on. Okay, nth electron you can take. So what is the magnetic dipole moment of all these atoms of electrons? Means we can write m1, m2, m3 plus and so on plus, we can write. Now this is the net magnetic dipole moment. Right. Now here this is a sample. This sample is basically having one shape. What is the shape of the volume? What is the shape of the sample? Is nothing but circular. That means circular is having surface at the same time surface area, at the same time volume also. So this can be, we can measure in terms of volume. So within this volume, how many number of atoms are there? Means these many number of atoms are there. In every atom, some number of electrons are there. Each electron, because of revolving around the nucleus of an atom, it is having magnetic moment. Okay, that magnetic moment is nothing but we can write. Okay, like this. Magnetic moment M is equal to NH divided by 2M into L. We can. Is it? Sorry, Ne is equal to. Right, we can write this. First electron means this one. Second orbit means this one. 2. Like this. We can write. Right, like this. All electrons are having. Every electron is having. Okay, magnetic moment. What is the net magnetic moment of all electrons within the atoms of this sample? Means that is nothing but magnetic moment. Net magnetic moment is nothing but M1 bar plus M2 bar plus M3 bar plus so on plus Mn bar. We can write. Now that is also we can take a within the volume, unit volume. So now magnetization, let me define here. Okay, magnetization can be defined as net magnetic dipole moment per unit volume. Net magnetic moment per unit volume. Net magnetic moment per unit volume is nothing but here magnetization. That means within this volume of this sample, what is the net magnetic dipole moment is there. The net magnetic dipole moment is called here magnetization. Magnetization can be defined as the ratio of net magnetic moment per unit volume or volume also we can take. So magnetic dipole moment is denoted by which letter? Capital E. Previous chapter in magnetism, moving charges and magnetism, capital M means we have taken magnetic dipole moment, but here we are taking magnetic dipole moment means that is nothing but small a. So magnetization, capital M is equal to net magnetic dipole moment divided by volume V. We can take. Now this is the sir, here net magnetic dipole moment is what type of quantity means? Okay, it is a vector quantity. Magnetic dipole moment, magnetization is a magnetization. Intensity of magnetization also we can calculate. Magnetization is a what type of quantity? Vector quantity. Intensity of magnetization is a vector. Its unit is nothing but its unit is what we can write? Its unit is ampere per meter. Or we can write as ampere meter inverse. Now this is the magnetization, intensity of magnetization. Magnetization means the magnetic dipole moment per unit volume of a given sample is called here magnetization. Now after knowing this magnetization, let me see some other concept also. Let me discuss here. What is that means? Permeability. Permeability of this sample can be denoted by which letter? Is nothing but mu. Permeability. What is the permeability? Suppose if any magnetic material is there, in that magnetic material, how many number of magnetic field lines are passes? That is we don't know. Every material is having its ability to allow the magnetic field lines pass through it, which is called here permeability. Magnetic permeability. Permeability can be defined as the number of magnetic field lines. The number of magnetic field lines. the ability of this material, right, the ability of the material, the ability of the material, the ability of the material to allow the magnetic field lines through it. That means here one body is there. In this body, how many number of magnetic field lines are processed? Okay, say 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4. Okay, that means this material is having the ability to allow the magnetic field lines. How many number of lines? 4 number of lines are, okay, allowing by this material. That is said to be ability. So permeability, that is, permeability means permission is giving or penetration is giving by the material to the magnetic fields. Yes, right. Next, afterwards, just to see, still we are having the other concept. Right, permeability. What is the relative permeability? Right, look at it. Relative permeability. Sir, what is meant by the relative permeability? Okay, let me see here. Now, relative permeability means, okay, just to see here, some free space is there. Free space is there. Right, in free space, what is the permeability of magnetic field lines means? That is nothing but mu naught. Mu naught is nothing but, okay, permeability of the free space. Suppose one medium is there or material is there. In medium or material, how many number of magnetic field lines are processed means mu number of magnetic field lines are, sorry. What is the ability means? That ability is nothing but, permeability is nothing but mu. Okay, suppose if you take the ratio between which one, okay, this is nothing but mu and mu naught. If you take the ratio between mu and mu naught, that means mu and mu naught is nothing but, mu is nothing but permeability of the material, mu naught is nothing but permeability in free space. Right, the ratio of permeability of the material to permeability of the free space is called here R, relative permeability. This relative permeability can also defined as, okay, the ratio of magnetic flux density in okay, medium to magnetic flux density in free space is called here relative permeability. So relative permeability is nothing but the ratio of magnetic permeability of the material to magnetic permeability of the free space is called here relative permeability. This relative permeability is also defined as the ratio of magnetic flux density per unit area in medium to magnetic flux density per unit area in free space. We can define like this also. Yes, right. Now this is nothing but relative permeability. From this one, we can write mu is equal to mu naught into mu r. Also, we can write here mu naught is nothing but permeability of the free space, whose value is nothing but 4 pi into 10 power minus 7. Right. So what is the unit? unit is nothing but Tesla meter per ampere, or we can write Weber WB. WB is nothing but Weber ampere meter. Also we can take otherwise very strong unit, that is nothing but Henry per meter. Henry per meter. Now this is also unit for Newman permeability. Permeability ಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಯೂನಿಟ್ಸ್ ಇದಾವೆ? These many units are. Now this is about relative permeability. Right. Next, thereafter, other very important topic, that is nothing but magnetic intensity. Magnetic intensity. Right. Magnetic intensity or magnetizing force. Magnetizing force, which is called magnetic intensity or magnetizing force. This one is denoted by which letter? Means H. You just to see what is the magnetic intensity or what is the magnetizing force. Actually, there is a material, there is a sample, there is a magnetic material, one of the materials. By keeping that material inside a magnetic field, that magnetic material also can acquire the magnetic properties. Few of the materials are get less magnetic properties, few of the materials get more effective magnetic properties. Why? Because of the magnetic field in which we are placing the magnetic sample. For example, here one magnetic field is there. Now this is one magnet. Is it? Now within this magnetic field, if you place a material like this, then what happens? Then this material also can get the magnetic field properties. Is it? That means by acquiring the magnetic properties when it is placed in the magnetic field is called here magnetize. Is called here magnetize, by making the one normal material into a magnetic material. That means by conversion of normal material into the magnetic material in the presence of magnetic field is called here magnetization. That is called here magnetization. Right. Here, how to define the magnetic intensity? Means the degree to which a material can be magnetized by a magnetic field. Is called magnetic intensity. It is denoted by which letter? H. That means ಒಂದು ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ಯಾವುದು ಮಟ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಯಾವುದರಿಂದ? ಒಂದು ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಇಂದ. ಆ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿನೇ ನಾವೇನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಆ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಂತ್ನೇ ನಾವೇನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ magnetic intensity or magnetizing force. That means the degree to which a material can be magnetized by a magnetic field, or the degree to which a material is magnetized by a magnetic field is called here magnetic intensity, which is denoted by H. Is it? Now if you just see here, I would like to explain this. Now this is nothing but a solenoid. Solenoid means that is a device on which some number of turns are winded like this. Some number of turns are winded like this. Right. Now this is said to be here solenoid. What is this one? Solenoid. Solenoid is a device. On this device, some number of turns are made to wind like this. Means then this arrangement is said to be solenoid, in which how much amount of current is flowing? Means I amount of current is flowing. Right? In that case, what is the magnetic field inside the solenoid? Means magnetic field inside the solenoid is nothing but mu naught n I. We can take it as mu naught n. Right? B is nothing but magnetic field inside the solenoid mu n I. We can take it as. Suppose inside solenoid, if free space is there, inside the solenoid, if free space is there, then magnetic field is equal to what I can write? Mu naught into Ni. Right? B naught is nothing but magnetic field in free space inside the solenoid. Now from this one, you are observing normal. Here the product of number of turns and current is there now. The product of number of turns and current flowing through those turns is nothing but here or here. Okay, what we can call it as means Ni is equal to H. Now this H is nothing but here magnetic. What we can call it as magnetic intensity. We can call it as magnetic intensity. Right. So from this one we can write magnetic field inside a solenoid in terms of which one ma? In terms of mu. Product of number of turns and current is nothing but magnetic intensity. Magnetic field inside a solenoid I have written. Otherwise, suppose free medium is there. B naught is equal to mu naught into what I can write here? H. Now from this one, H is equal to H is equal to what I can write? B divided by mu we can write. Otherwise, H is equal to B naught divided by what I can write? Mu naught. Now this is called here magnetic field in terms of magnetic intensity. Otherwise, this last formula is there now, right? This one is called magnetic intensity in terms of magnetic field and permeability of the material. Right? Magnetic intensity is nothing but the degree to which a material can be magnetized inside a magnetic field is called here magnetic intensity. Right, afterwards, this magnetic intensity is also a vector quantity whose unit is nothing but ampere meter. SI unit is ampere per meter or overall ampere meter units. Right, whose this one unit is there. It is a vector. It is a what type of quantity? Vector quantity. Is it? Vector. Magnetic susceptibility. Next topic is magnetic susceptibility. Magnetic susceptibility. Magnetic susceptibility can be denoted by a letter is nothing but chi or psi. Chi. We can call it as chi. Right. What is the magnetic susceptibility? How to define it means? It is experimentally proved that the intensity of magnetization is directly proportional to the magnetic field intensity. That means intensity of magnetization M is directly proportional to what I can write means magnetization. Experimentally it has proved. Right? One material can be magnetized whenever it keeps inside a high magnetic intensity place. Is it? If the high magnetic intensity is increases, magnetization also increases. That material's magnetization also increases. Right? M is equal to what I can write? Chi into H. Chi into H. I can write. Now this chi is called here susceptibility. Now this susceptibility can be defined as the ratio of magnetization. And magnetic intensity. Right here, magnetization is having the unit is nothing but ampere per meter, and magnetic intensity is also having unit ampere meter. So ampere meter cancel means magnetic susceptibility is not having any units, unitless quantity, unitless constantities. So magnetic susceptibility is nothing but here it is a constant. Okay, that is nothing but the ratio of magnetization to magnetic intensity of a magnetizing field is called here magnetic susceptibility. That means one magnetic material, to what range it has to get the magnetic properties when it is placed inside a magnetic field. That one is clearly decided by the magnetic susceptibility. Suppose if the material is having the high magnetic susceptibility value, then for a given magnetic intensity, the magnetization is greater. That material is greatly magnetized. See, now this is about the magnetization, permeability, relative permeability, magnetic intensity, and thereafter magnetic susceptibility. See, now thereafter here we are having some another concept. Let me see here. Right, just now we have studied intensity of magnetization is nothing but net magnetic moment divided by unit volume. Next to relative permeability is nothing but permeability of the material to permeability of the free space. Otherwise we can write like this also. Is it? Now look at it. Next to here magnetic intensity is nothing but magnetic field by permeability we can write. In free space magnetic flux density in free space divided by permeability in free space. Next to susceptibility equal to intensity of magnetization divided by magnetic field intensity. Magnetic intensity. Now the question is nothing but derive the relation between which one? Susceptibility and thereafter susceptibility and permeability. Susceptibility is denoted by a letter chi and permeability is denoted by a letter is nothing but mu. You just listen to me here. Actually here what is that means? Here this is nothing but one solenoid, of course I am taking. This is a solenoid. Is it? Solenoid means large number of turns, more number of turns are winding on a insulating medium. Now this is the solenoid. In this solenoid, how much current is flowing? I amount of current is flowing like this. Is it? Now this is the axis of this solenoid. Axis of the solenoid. Right, axis of this solenoid. Like this. You see, now what is the magnetic field inside the solenoid means? Right, magnetic field inside the solenoid for a free space is nothing but what we can take? We can take it as B naught. Right, next one. Thereafter, here I am going to inserting a magnetic material. You are observing here. Now this is a sample or material which is placed inside a magnetic field of solenoid. Inside solenoid, magnetic field has there, that is nothing but B naught. Within this B naught magnetic field, here I have placed a material or substance like this. Yellow color material is substance. When it is placed inside a magnetic field, then this material gets magnetized. When the material gets magnetized, what is the magnetic field of the material? Right, magnetic field of the material due to magnetization is what I can take it as, that is nothing but B. Now in a solenoid, initially magnetic field B naught is there, due to magnetization, magnetic field how much is there? Dm is there. That means the total magnetic field, okay, in a solenoid, total magnetic field inside the solenoid, in solenoid after magnetization of a body, after magnetization. Okay, total magnetic field B is equal to what I can write? B naught plus, of course, I can write B. B naught is nothing but only magnetic field. Only magnetic field. B naught I can write in terms of, okay, which one? Magnetic intensity. B naught is equal to what I can write? Mu naught into H again. So B naught is nothing but mu naught into H. In similar way, Bm is equal to what I can write? Mu naught into M. M is nothing but magnetization. So these two you write in given formula. B is equal to mu naught into H plus mu naught into what I can write? M. From this one, B is equal to mu naught if you take it common. What I can write? H plus M. Is it? Now here B is equal to, from here B is equal to what I can write? Mu into H. Right? If you write mu into H here, okay, then what I can write here? Mu naught into H plus M. I can write, since in bracket you write, here in bracket you write, okay, B is equal to mu H. Next here, this H will be 7 this side. So what is remaining here? Mu is equal to mu naught into, so H by H will becomes 1 plus. Next, this H is going to share to M also. So M by H will becomes M by H. M divided by H. Right? Next, mu is equal to mu naught into 1 plus. Magnetization by magnetic intensity. Right? Magnetization by magnetic intensity is equal to susceptibility is nothing but psi. We can write. Now this is nothing but the relation between the permeability and magnetic susceptibility. Here in bracket you write, since susceptibility is equal to M divided by H. Right? But you know that here. What is that? Mu is equal to, here you see, mu is equal to, what I can write? Mu naught into mu r also. Mu is equal to mu naught into mu r. Suppose we can write. Okay, in that case, let me see what we make it. Mu, instead of mu naught into mu r is equal to mu naught into 1 plus chi we can make. So you just see mu naught cancel. So mu r is equal to, we can write 1 plus chi. Right? Now this one is nothing but relative permeability of the material in terms of susceptibility. Permeability of the material in terms of susceptibility. These concepts, whatever today I am teaching, are very, very important for CET and NEET concepts. See, all our definitions only this one is relation. Okay, right. See here, okay. Okay. Right.